Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to make this Ferrari F430 go from sounding like this to this. So
are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan and we are at our dealership. This is NG Supercars and that is a Ferrari F430 that we just sold. So one of the disappointing things about a lot of these Ferraris is the factory exhaust is, well, leave something to be desired. The good news is that for basically free or a couple bucks, you can take and make this 430 from sounding kind of mundane to sounding great. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to open up the exhaust valves. It's very simple. So let's hop right into it. All right, so what we're going to do is open up the exhaust valves. So right here is the factory exhaust valve and right there. And basically what happens is these make it so that the exhaust makes it loud or quiet by opening up. So when that opens up, the exhaust goes straight from the catalytic converter out that pipe. If it's closed, it goes up into the muffler and quiets it down and goes out through that little pipe. It's much smaller diameter. So all of that makes it so that it changes the exhaust note. Of note, the exhaust, when it's got the valves closed, will come out this pipe. When the exhaust is open, it comes out this pipe. All we have to do is pop off this vacuum line, and you can see there's a little clamp on it. Sometimes you can just pull, yep, like that. You don't even have to pull off the clamp. And then let's do it on this one. There you go. Now, you can't just leave it like this. If you do, you will cause a vacuum leak. So what we gotta do is plug this up on both sides, and then it's a good idea to put something over this as well, just in case you ever want to use the valves again, because dirt and debris could get in there. So I've got my little vacuum cap assortment kit. We're gonna just put some stuff on it. All right, here's my little vacuum caps, and we're just gonna pop those right on there, like so. And over here, just like that. Now we gotta plug up the vacuum lines. And the other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna zip tie them up here out of the way, because I've seen where people have just let them dangle and they fall in the exhaust just like this, and next thing you know, you've melted the line, and yeah, it's not such a great thing. So what we're gonna do is I have my little vacuum connector assortment kit. I got this on Amazon. It's helpful for a lot of things, so it's probably not a bad thing to have laying around if you work on your cars and stuff. They don't always have like the actual plugs in these. Mine doesn't seem to have any plugs, but it does have some just connectors, some tubes, so we'll probably end up just using, these might be too fat. It's looking like, I'll try these, but I think we're gonna have to go with one of these, is my guess. And then what we'll do is put a cap on the other half of it. So let's test one of these. Let's test the big one first. All right, got my little line here. Oh, I don't think it's gonna go in. That's pretty tight. Let's try the little one. Okay, little one. That might be the trick. All right, that's the right size. That's the little one. Okay, then I got my vacuum cap right here. I'm gonna put it on just like so. Come on, get in there. There we go. There. Now we'll do the same on the other side. All right, got my vacuum line, a little, I don't know, union piece, I guess. Shove it in there, put the cap on, and squish it on, nice and tight. Okay, now let's get some zip ties. All right, we've got a zip tie, and we're just gonna zip tie it right to these existing wires down here. Probably can't see it from the camera, but there are actually some existing vacuum lines and stuff. So pretty easy to get in there. There's that. And of course, we're not savages, so we clip the tail. And now the other side. Alrighty, same thing. Just put this, get in there. And cut the tail. That's it, we're all done. All right, so if you look right here, you can see we've got the line zip tied out of the way, so it's not gonna get charred or anything. We've got that capped off, got the two lines capped off. So now, when we start it up, the valves will be open permanently. On the factory exhaust, it's not really that loud. It's pretty pleasant. The nice thing is you'll get a nice grumble at all RPMs instead of just when you're under hard throttle. So that's the thing that kind of sucks, is with the valves, it only opens up once you're under like 3/4 throttle or half throttle or so, and of course then they shut as soon as you let off the gas, which sucks because then you lose a lot of the nice burble and cool sounds that this engine can make. Anyway, let's fire it up and I'll show you what we're talking about. So the really cool thing is this mod is 100% reversible, and it basically costs almost nothing. I mean, you can get a vacuum kit or any of those vacuum plugs at like an AutoZone for a couple dollars, $10 maybe in parts. And again, if you want to go back to factory, you just cut those zip ties and plug the exhaust tubes back in, and that's it. The vacuum lines connect to the valves, and hooray, it's valve operated again. The other option, which is a little bit cooler in my opinion, is you go get a Forza Componente controller, which we sell through our website, so check that out at normalguysupercar.com. That's when you can have the remote control. It opens and closes the valves. It takes a little bit longer to install, admittedly. You have to plug in some wires into the two sides. You have to remove those little side panels. So, I mean, you're talking about maybe an hour's worth of work to plug in one of those controllers, and they do cost a couple $100, but then you can sit there and push a button and open and close it when you want, which is great if you're trying to like sneak in and out late at night and not piss off the neighbors. This car is off to its new owner. We are very pleased to send it on its way to him. This car is absolutely fantastic. We have some more cool cars in our dealership, so check out ngsupercars.com. But we appreciate when you guys can support us by buying parts, services, and cars through us. Thank you so much to all of you that have done that over the years. It's kept us going. But we'll see you in the next video. We're going to be doing a lot of cool car stuff, so you're going to want to stay tuned. It's going to be sweet.